Hello guys, and welcome back to Joe's Ventures. And today we've got another month, so another devlog. So this is for June 2024. So really interesting one today. It's a shorter one because there's just been the release of update 11 and it goes through a lot of the things that they want to update and do things with that. But we've got a couple new things to add, so it's quite cool. So let's stop waffling and get right into it. Okay, so here's the June development diary. In case you missed it, Update 11 is out now on Steam. This is by far our largest update and adds a bunch of exciting changes to better the future of Prehistoric Kingdom. Staff are finally here alongside an entire logistics system, reworked human art, two beautiful genus of dinosaur, and lots of other changes. And the patch notes is absolutely massive, so you can go and look at this link or just go on Steam and look at the patch notes there. So if you've got time, give it a look. A little PSA for users on Epic Games. We're trying to resolve unexpected issues with the Epic Games delivery process. This has been frustrating for us, as we want everyone to be able to play Update 11, regardless of platform, but we'll issue a statement on our socials once the problem has been resolved. So here's the update here, so the trailer for the update. Goes with the keepers, things like that. Really cool. Before a reminder of this post, we'll be talking about what's next for the game and going over improvements we'd like to make based on player feedback. So that's quite cool. So state of development, thoughts on Update 11. So overall, we're very pleased with the response with Update 11 and glad to see players enjoying the direction we are taking management in. As stated above, this was a really big update for the team, and it's sort of surreal to finally see staff walking around the parks. It helps build a lot of systems for us to improve, and we're excited that both staff and visitors will only get better from here, which is really cool. Development alongside the public testing branch, or PTB, proved to be incredibly useful in reducing the amount of critical stability issues experienced by the launch Update 11, and definitely something we'd like to do more of in the future. We weren't able to catch everything, but what did slip through appears to impact smaller subset of players and are mostly bugs related to things like guest queuing systems, which came back online a day after release. Oopsies. Anyway, in terms of balance, things are quite where we want them to be, but the feedback we've gotten over the last few days has been very valuable, and the team has been thinking of ways to improve both the short and long-term impact of staff and logistics. While some things can't be addressed until Update 12 at the earliest, we're working on some quality of life patches to improve the game flow in the meantime, so that's quite cool. Upcoming improvements. Here are some of the most immediate changes that will be coming to help improve challenge mode. So increase starting cash across all difficulties, add the loading bay and staff center as new staves by default, so they can be moved or deleted. Increase human movement speed, both guests and staff arrive at their destination quicker. Reduce the amount of time individual guests start spend in the park to improve the flow of ticket sales, the main source of income. Reduce the construction and upkeep costs for park service buildings, so the fossil depot, animal nursery, etc. Split the building, character, park infrastructure into park services and park logistics to make searching more convenient and better support future logistic modules. Slow the travel time such delay on modules that need to be stocked, indicating how long it actually took for the staff member to arrive. Show the staff efficiency, indicating how many tasks are able to complete before going on break, and also convert to sandbox game button so you can actually convert it to they can rescue challenge modes games when they're struggling. So that's quite cool. I think that's a good one. We're also working to reintegrate notifications and give them a more defined role, serving as a way to communicate unlocks, changes within excavations, any other one-off events that may be happening. So you can see notifications here. New species unlocked, research complete, protest, very interesting. That's the concept art for it. Anything that's actually wrong in the park will instead be sent to the park issues screen, a concept list of the persistent problems that need to be solved. This is where you easily find empty feeders, dirty habitats, and find out what other modules are inaccessible to guests. Click on the items, stuff, and animals, and we'll take the player directly to it. So that's really good. It's nice to have that separated, actually, because that's urgent in the notifications. Since the issues are all labeled, the menu should be able to should also address players not understanding certain status icons. We believe that the two additions alone will dramatically improve gameplay clarity and reactivity, especially with excavation events changing month to month. That's quite cool. Yeah, some good updates. I'm really excited to see that. So one of these changes expected, so they're scattered across a few smaller patches that will be coming later in one big update, rather than coming later, so it's going to be like put around. The earliest patches will include sandbox conversion, human speed buffs, small balance changes, and a bunch of fixtures, and it will be arriving in the next few days, so hope you guys enjoy that. Larger additions like notifications and park issues will try to be fixed ASAP, but will take more time, so may not be. Probably will be between update 11 and 12, but that might be for a while. Be really awesome. So the future, update 12. So beyond future improvements and support for Update 11, the team's now beginning to shift to Update 12 and beyond. To kick off this next phase of developments, we're giving you another glimpse of one previously revamped dinosaur from Update 12, the majestic Brontosaurus. So this is an alternate genus because we have the Apatosaurus. This is Brontosaurus excelsus, and I've got to say I love this guy so much. This is very much like the old pattern. I remember one of the first concept arts. This reminds me a lot of that, and you can see it's got the big osteoderms along the neck. Good for Bronto Smash, you know. I hope you see that as animation. That'd be cool. Really nice, gnarly, spiky animal. Looks really, really awesome. Definitely a big fan. So, arriving as an alternate genus for another Update 12 edition, Apatosaurus, this thunder lizard is sure to wow guests with extravagant patterning and dorsal spikes. Brontosaurus features a set of large spikes running down the side of his neck, with park scientists believing that they might have been used to during disputes with other herd members. It could be for fighting, things like that. So you can see how wonderful it looks. I really do love that. It really sets it apart. The spikes as well, I think, are a good way of setting it apart for Apatosaurus, and also the other spikes as well. Brontosaurus is just a kick-ass name as well. Really, really awesome. Just love this guy. And I really hope we get a Bronto Smash animation. I really want to see them fight each other, like, you know, almost like push around and go, you know, that'd be really, really cool. Definitely would be a big fan of that. So another one, park rating improvements. So one of our goals for Update 12 is to revisit a few systems like the park rating system to see where it can be tidied up. With this proposed update for the management view, the park rating will display a clear breakdown of components and current progress towards your next goal. So I think that's really good as well, because like you can figure out exactly what you need to do to get to 5 stars or get to the next star. So it tells you exactly what you need. So that's really, really good. Additional guest variation. One thing we didn't get time to add back in Update 11 is clothing variation. Update 12 will not only include alternate outfit colors, but introducing props for visitors like hats and phones, so that'll be cool. Tutorials have been a hot topic among new and returning players for some time now, so I'd like to finally discuss their approach for the future. First, let's talk about the requirements. We need a tutorial system that is easily accessible, walks the player through the mechanics at their own pace, and can be easily expanded or changed at any point in development. For this reason, we are pivoting to a system that can be accessed during a sandbox or challenge playthrough. The idea is to have guided tutorials accessed through the help menu, covering small chunks of the game to keep it digestible. These tutorials will be text-based, highlighting buttons or elements on the screens to guide the player. The tutorial box will be movable so that it never covers an important UI element. Below is an example piece of the concept art of how this might progress, so you can see like simple things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool, that's really, really awesome. We don't have an exact ETA, but now we recommend reading the new updated help menu introduced in Update 11. We've written a bunch of articles to help the player wrap their head around the new mechanics. Most articles include shortcuts to quickly build specific modules or jump to another page, which is cool. So what about the tutorial scenario? So as nice as it was at the time, the original tutorial scenario was incredibly buggy, and for each month the update was quickly outdated as new mechanics got introduced. To fulfill its needs today, it has to be remade from the ground up. We aren't opposed to revisiting scenarios again in the future. We love them just as much as you do, but the dev time required to build and maintain them isn't on the table right now. Realistically, it makes the most sense to try again once the game has left early access and things aren't in flux. And then we've got the official prefab Redux. So we'd like to quickly mention that we'll be cleaning up and improving the game's original prefabs. Looking forward, we'd like the prefabs to feel unified, easily accessible, and ensure that all the themes are represented across the guest amenities and viewing interactions. We understand that the players out there may not enjoy modular building or simply find it too overwhelming, so we're doing our prefabs. We've taken the opportunity to create something that we hope will be more appealing to the plug-and-play type players, which is good because some people can get a bit overwhelming or just not want to enjoy doing that stuff. So nice to have good prefabs, and plus you can always download them from the workshops, so that's really helpful too. And then we've got bloopers. So to wrap up this dev diary, let's look at some of the hilarious and somewhat terrifying bloopers that we've encountered during the human art update. We experienced everything from the creepy first draft to incorrect texture assignments to the classic floating heads. The prop systems include a load of fun issues to resolve, but at least it gives you a great wheelbarrow derby of 2024. So let's have a look. Now that one's a bit creepy. And then we got this one. They've got very grumpy faces, like, what the heck is going on here? Ooh. And then we've got this guy that's like got half of his skin missing on his arm, which is a bit scary. And this guy's got like what the heck's going on with his head there? He's like, ugh. We've got a floating head. There's another good one. He looks like he's bopping. He's like, yeah, having a good time. And then we've got the Great Wheelbarrow Derby. Look at that. That's awkward as. If only we could carry things like that. That is quite funny. That's awesome. Anyway, now let's have a look at the community spotlight. So this one was created by That One Glitch, keeper with Brontosaurus. That's really, really cute actually. Nice cute little picture. You give it a scratch. It deserves a good scratch. I imagine that'd be fun to like touch because, you know, very big and scaly. It'd be like a nice texture. And we've got another one by Pombo Agota, I believe you say that. Is one Brontosaurus regalis getting fed, you know, clearly waiting patiently to be fed, along with some Parasaurolophus in the corner there. Really, really awesome. And this one by Kirks. This actually skin reminds me a lot of the Walking with Dinosaurs one. You can see kind of the big, thick stripes, black and white stripes. But this one's quite cool as well, so that's created by Kirks. So, thank you for reading June's Dev Diary. It's been a big month for the team, and you hope that you can forgive the shorter devlog. We're eager to read more of your thoughts and dish out future changes to update 11. Thankfully, the PK team. So yeah, this is a shorter one today, of course, as I mentioned, because it is, you know, shorter. Be a really, really awesome update. Nice to see some more dinosaurs come in, and nice to give way to like tell you what kind of things we've heard from feedback and what things we want to add. So yeah, good one. Big fan. Okay, so this is where I'm going to end the video. We're going to end it on a nice picture of the Brontosaurus, because how can you not love a Brontosaurus? Looks so awesome. So yeah, I really, really, really hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Hope you guys like and subscribe. Always remember to hit the little bell icon to get notified about anything. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, hope you guys like and subscribe, and bye-bye.